Okay. Whoo! Spider-Man.
What a movie.
Luckie² wind down. I might need to drink another glass of this after this because of this movie.
It was too good. If that's even possible. Too good?
It exceeded my expectations of what I wanted it to do.
What did you want it to do?
I just wanted to have a good time and it makes sense and be better than the last one. And I wanted some people to be in there. They were in there. Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, spoilers. We are not pulling any punches here. This is spoiler heavy. I don't know how to review a movie without spoilers. Okay, so where do you want to start?
At the beginning.
At the beginning. Ooh, start right where Far From Home ended.
Yeah, it did.
Start right at the end of that. Everybody knows Peter Parker Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. Which, I'm glad there was no time skip of, a week later, a month later. Just got right back into it. Mm-hmm. It was a nice touch to have him being like, Nick Fury was helping me. He was there. You can ask him. He was like, Nick Fury has been off the planet since such and such.
I want to know more about that.
What you mean?
I want to know where he was.
We know where he was.
Okay, but what is he doing? What is Nick Fury doing?
Okay.
Why didn't the Skrull just show up? If the Skrull was already there, that's one of the few things that didn't make sense.
Okay.
The Skrull was there. He made a call to Nick Fury. Why not just keep helping Peter out?
First off, how does the Skrull know that Peter is in the precinct, jail, whatever the hell it is? How does the Skrull know that? The Skrull probably out doing other Skrull stuff.
The Skrull was impersonating Nick Fury.
Yeah, but after
he got Peter in trouble, it's all over
he
the news.
He didn't get Peter in trouble. Peter
it's
brought that
all
upon
over the
himself.
News. All over the news. How could he not know?
I'm saying, how would he know that Peter is being detained? That's not all over the news. All over the news is that Peter was Spider-Man.
They had the news crew, the police squad car, all of that.
But look, if you hear homie say, Nick Fury has been off world since whenever the hell he said, Peter's gonna be like, what? Peter can't call anybody, can't call Nick Fury from there.
Happy could.
No. Happy could not.
I'm just saying that he could have did more. And I feel like he could have
Who could have did more? Talos?
Yeah.
No. That was nothing he could have done. Because that would have been like, no, we know for a fact where Nick Fury is. You're not Nick Fury. Then it would have been a whole thing.
He could literally be like, I'm back from mission.
I don't know, man. Moving on. Charlie Cox as Daredevil. Confirmed in the MCU.
Yeah. I feel like all of that should be in the MCU, personally. It makes no sense for having half a storyline in the MCU.
Yeah, we're getting off topic. Let's get back to Spidey. That's what we came here to do.
What I enjoyed, mostly in the beginning, is the relationship that he has with Zendaya and the relationship he has with Aunt May. How even though his world is like kind of exploding, he's still worried about Happy and Aunt May not being together anymore. Yes,
Peter is just a selfless person. Fast forward to, they're trying to get into college and everything, and because of Ned and MJ's association with Peter and Spider-Man, they're like, due to recent events, we're not accepting you at this time. And so he goes on the bridge to not just the bridge, but he finds the lady who's like a part of admissions or whatever. And then chaos ensues.
Yeah, but before that even happened, he went to Doctor Strange, which told him something that I didn't even know. You could reject it, that you could call them and ask them to reconsider.
Wait,
I
you didn't know?
that. I didn't know that. I don't get turned down often. Yeah.
And Doctor Strange was just like, excuse me, what?
I was like, I didn't know either. I don't
Jesus.
think many people know that. I just feel like when you get a rejection letter, that they don't want you, so there's nothing you can do.
I mean, if you want to think like that, I mean, you can, like, you know, try and get them to reconsider, you know what I'm saying? But
I guess it's a guy needing to be like, nah, I'm going to try again. Are you sure you don't want to go out with me?
the things that you end up not knowing are just below my mind. I got to take a drink.
Yeah, so fast forward back to him saving her.
Oh, boy. Of course, you know, we saw it in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
But seeing in the movie the tentacles come up and smash the cars and then Doc Ock show up, I'm telling you, it just do something for me.
Seeing Toby's villains makes me want to rewatch his movies.
Yeah.
Because, like, seeing this movie, I didn't think I would want to go back and rewatch, but they changed my mind. It made me really feel for those villains because I'm just like...
It's because they was good villains.
And it made me realize that maybe they did. Like, it wasn't just them, no, we gotta take them out, there's nothing we can do. Maybe they were worth saving.
I mean, Doc Ock, for sure, because he was being controlled by the tentacles.
But it never once crossed my mind that it was even possible.
Well, Doc Ock, so in the second Spider-Man movie in the Sam Raimi verse, he comes too.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually is he pulls the energy thing in with him and tries to drown it, like the water to drown it out, but he dies in the process. So he actually he saves the day technically.
Okay.
Even in that movie. So it's not it wasn't, like, I was a little shocked at where they went with this movie, but at the same time, when I thought, I was like, oh, okay.
It makes sense because of who Tom is.
Oh, no, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about Doc Ock switching sides.
Oh.
I told you there were spoilers.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one, the fucking bomb, pumpkin bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, but William Dafoe was acting his ass off.
Whenever he gets all like super green, like grin, like it's like whenever he smiles that big, it just looks so unnatural. It reminds me of that little Hobbit creature, Smeagol.
Oh my god! Why?
Because of his eyes being so big and his mouth being so wide and
interesting.
It just reminds me like of a very sad creature that like lost its mind to madness.
I mean, it's a split personality thing, which is like Smeagol. But yeah, we're gonna get into more of that later. I just want to go through all the villains that showed up at this point. So next we got Electro and Sandman.
Yeah.
And Sandman's just like, hey, Peter, it's me. You know? He says his name. He's just like, not your Peter, dude. He's just like, what?
Very apologetic. And it was so funny because he was just like, wait, where did you send him?
Oh yeah.
He was like,
nope.
wait a minute.
Nope. But backtrack just a little bit. Homie started feeding on the electricity to get his body back.
Yeah.
And then he ain't got no more energy to suck on. He just come down, he's just like, they just talking. He's just like, I know y'all ain't just gonna sit here talking with me butt ass naked. So, we fast forward.
Yes.
And Green Goblin, he's in the fucking alley and he's just like, No. It's always like,
Every
yo, weak.
movie, not every movie, but every single scene that he is in, I am like at the edge of my seat, filled with so many nerves.
Because you don't know which one it is?
Exactly. Exactly. Because, like, the good guy, the good personality, well, yeah, the good personality, he is genuinely.
Yeah, he's like, he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, he's curious about science and he just...
Okay, pause. Which one do you think showed up at Feast?
At Feast.
It's where Aunt May's thing.
I think it was the good one.
So you think it was the good one in the background while they was talking, snatching all the donuts and putting them in his pockets?
Yeah.
I think that was the good one and not the bad one.
I think that was the good one. I think he was genuinely hungry. And he... Because I'm a good person. But if I see some free food, I'm going to stuff my pockets.
Okay. Okay. You might be a villain, but okay. Fast forward some more.
Yes.
We get to the Wizard's Dungeon, as
Yes.
they called it. And Peter finds out that, wait, so you die fighting the other Spider-Man and that, oh boy.
It's like every single one of them died.
No, not every single one of them. Sandman doesn't die.
He doesn't?
Mm-mm.
Oh, he just can't ever become human, so he just...
He's just like stuck in sand form.
Forever.
And I'm pretty sure the lizard doesn't die. I think he's cured.
I can't remember.
The lizard is cured.
Not that interested. Like...
You want to go back and watch Tobey Maguire? You don't want to go back and watch Andrew?
I'm not interested. No.
We're not going to get off track. So...
I do appreciate, like, how Ned and Zendaya, they're very much sidelined, but it's not obvious. Like, they're not that important to move. Like, they're there to move the story along.
I think they're pretty important in this movie.
Zendaya's one job was to push the button.
No, I think they're pretty important in this movie.
Okay.
I think that's why you feel the way you feel, because they actually mattered to this movie.
I'm not saying they didn't matter.
Yeah, but you're like sidelined without being sidelined. I don't think they were sidelined at all. It's
How
not,
so?
Because it's not like they're superheroes that got sidelined. They're side characters already.
Yeah, well, I feel like Ned was more of a main character because he actually helped. He was the dude's man in a chair. I maybe wonder why Doctor Strange feels the way he does.
What you mean?
Because with the whole fate thing, because like of Tony dying recently, and he feels like that was his fate. There was no other option outside of that. Like, they lost so many times, and that was the one time that they were able to win. So maybe that's why he was just like, no, that's just...
I don't even think... I think he would have made that decision regardless of what happened with Tony. Like, he was the Sorcerer Supreme. His job is to make sure things are in balance. Mm-hmm. And to make sure, like, mystical shit is right. Uh-huh. So with people coming through another multiverse, what happens in their universe don't matter to him whatsoever.
Okay.
And so regardless of what happened with Tony, he would have been like, we gotta send them back. Because they ain't supposed to be here. Mm-hmm. And that's not my problem.
I wonder why the actual Sorcerer Supreme didn't show up during all of this. Like, he didn't feel the disturbance in the Force?
What if the disturbance he felt was Shang-Chi? What if all of this is just happening at the same time? Because Wong clearly had other things to do. He left.
Yeah.
He went through a portal and left. I don't know where he went, but he left. Mm-hmm. But like, they still training people probably. Mm-hmm. He probably got to go see about people being trained. Mordo's still on the loose doing stuff. We gonna talk about that later.
Okay.
But anyways, girl, you be trying to get us off track. I'm sitting here trying to keep us on the train, and then you want to be Doctor Strange and make 1 million trains, and I'm Spider-Man trying to get us out of here.
I think it was pretty cool the way he mathed his way out of magic.
Oh, okay. Doctor Strange, you like, you know what? Mirror dimension. So, you know, he's starting to get the upper hand on Peter, but then Peter realized how the mirror dimension worked. What he said.
He mathed his way out of it. That's what happened.
He's like, wait, this is just geometry? I'm good at that. He's like, 1, 2, 3. Mm-hmm. And he took that man's slip ring, whatever the hell it's called.
Yep.
And just left him there.
Yeah, I would be pretty upset if I was Doctor Strange too.
He was in there for like 12 hours. So then...
Apparently all the way in Denver.
So then, after he beat Doctor Strange in a fight, you know?
No, he just did. There was no kind of about it. He just did.
I mean, Doctor Strange was just trying to get the box back. He wasn't fighting them.
He won.
Okay.
He won. And Doctor Strange lost.
So, then he tell the villain, like, yo, y'all can either go back to your universes or I can fix you. Mm-hmm. Oh, and I think this is around the time where the lizard talks for the first time. They're just like, whoa, the dinosaur can talk.
Yeah, it's a lizard.
Oh, man. So, he takes them back to Happy's penthouse.
Yeah.
Because he has the thing that Tony left him that he can make shit with.
Upon which Zendaya has the bots that can send them back if she just pushes the button.
Oh yeah, he leaves Ned and Zendaya with the box. Zendaya's job is to push the button if things go wrong, which I would have pushed the button.
I would have definitely pushed the button.
As soon as I found out what I would have pushed the button.
As soon as because they broadcast everything on the friggin' news. It's not like they weren't watching the TV. You see them watching the TV, and she's over there like, I'm about to push the button, and Ned's like, no. Why? Why?
Because he wanted to give Peter a chance to do Peter things,
literally in the scene where she gets the box, she says, if you do not call me, I'm pushing the button.
And you know how it is sometimes.
Zendaya gets there, and she's just like, he hasn't called, I'm pushing the button. Ned, no.
Ned
You have to give him a chance. No, he had his chance. A building got destroyed. They're pushing the button.
Let's talk about that building getting destroyed. So J. Jonah Jameson had Peter tailed from when he left Feast to Happy's place. So my dumb ass, I'm thinking, wait, is this Spidey sense tingling because DOD is showing up?
Oh.
But
I think he sensed a change of the personality.
Oh yeah.
That's why
he kept looking at like, who the hell is about to cause a problem?
Because that's why I believe that he was his good personality whenever they were at Feast.
Yeah. So he trying to fix all of them. You know, Electro got the thing on his chest that's it's draining the energy out of him.
Personally, webbed him up to a chair or a wall.
Whenever shit hit the fan, he didn't have.
He should have just did it. Hey, this is just a precaution. No, just.
There was no time because we just gotta get into it. Yo, Green Goblin whooped Peter ass.
Yeah, they had a hallway scene, and like he was going in, and I was like,
he got it. It was like, and like, Goblin was eating him, and he went.
And as they were crashing through like floors, I just know, oh, they're back. Their back has got to be.
Oh, you said they're back?
Yeah, through a floor? Floors.
Hey, bro, he went from wherever that penthouse was, or the hallway, all the way to the bottom floor.
Yeah, to the lobby.
Hey, man, he was getting his ass beat.
I was so mad at Aunt May.
Why you mad at her?
Girl, you couldn't have ran faster?
Bruh, she had to take the stairs.
Yeah, but then she wanted to try to fight a bitch.
Hey, man, Peter was
with a pipe.
Hey, Peter was getting his ass beat. She picked up that pipe.
And I was just like, why are you trying to fight somebody with a pipe, bruh? And
then here go Green Goblin. Peter.
And I was just
I know what you need.
I was like, oh no.
I didn't think they were going to do it. I really didn't. But the writing was on the wall. Alright, this is why the writing was on the wall.
Yeah.
First off, feast.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Aunt May does in the Spider-Man PS4 game.
Okay.
Second of all, the homage to the PS4 Spider-Man suit.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever Doc Ock he's back under control and gives Peter back the nanites,
Mm-hmm.
the way they form on his chest, it's the exact same, but it's just gold.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at that, and I'm like, oh, it's like the PS4 Spider-Man. In my mind, I'm not even thinking about the fact that May dies in the PS4 Spider-Man.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You ain't watched what?
No.
Oh, hey, they did it.
There is a lot that was. The movie was just beautifully written.
Yeah, the way they were able to juggle all of that.
It was so much talent. It was so much careful precision. Yes, work. And like there were so many little like Easter eggs and homages.
Yes. Okay. So Goblin, he gets the glider, comes through, may get slung to some rubble.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's just like, I don't know if he said this then or later in the movie, he was just like, I might have killed her, but it's your fault she was here in the first place.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, bruh. And then Happy told Peter to go. And I was just like, damn.
Yeah. And then
Aunt May told him, with great power
great responsibility.
comes great responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
With great power comes great. So
And then
Uncle Ben just don't exist.
I guess not.
I guess he was already dead before Peter came along.
Doesn't even matter if he exists or not.
I mean, it doesn't, but it's just very interesting that it's like
They chose
we
not
don't know
to.
nothing about Uncle Ben.
Nope.
Anyways, so Peter, he go off and he going to deal with some stuff. We go back to Zendaya and Ned when Zendaya's like, I'm gonna push the button.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ned's like, nah. So Ned, he does something.
He starts to, I wonder where he is.
Yeah.
Or I wish I knew where Peter was or something like that. And he creates a little.
And my boy Ned got some powers. His grandma had told us like, hey, we got mystical powers.
Which is so funny. His grandma is hilarious.
Oh nah, she was funny. So he opened up the first portal. It's not Tom Holland. It's Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So he come through, and this is that previous Spider-Man. Crawl on the wall. Crawl on the ceiling. He was just like, really? So he just jumps up, puts his fingertips up there.
It sticks there. And
just his
is
fingertips
like,
though.
that's not enough.
He was just like, this is more than enough.
It's definitely not enough.
Then my boy Toby, looking like he old, but Toby look every bit of got doggone 40 something in this movie. Cause Toby looked like he been through it.
Mm-hmm. Which he has.
Yeah, he is.
He's damn near close to being the animated Spider-Man.
You talking about Nick from New Girl Spider-Man?
Yeah. Very close to being Nick from New Girl Spider-Man.
Oh shit. So they there, and then they go off to find Peter, you know what I'm saying? And they like, hey, well, where would this place be? He was like, for me, it was like the Empire State Building. It was like,
Yeah, whenever they were going through that, I'm just like, damn.
Oh yeah, you was. I heard
They're
you.
all so sad.
I
They're
heard you.
all so depressed.
In the theater,
And
you was
it's
just like, he's so sad.
Because like, whenever I was watching it, I'm just like, they're just so positive. They always look on the bright side of things. They don't let things get to them. Like, yeah, their grandpa died, but they took his message to heart. Well, Uncle Toby's Uncle Ben looked like a grandpa.
It could have been a great uncle. It didn't have to be a regular uncle.
Anyway, so whenever he died, they were just still like, we're going to take the message to heart. We're going to still do good. We're going to keep muscling on through this. But no, they're sad. They're very, very sad.
Oh, they've been through a lot.
Yeah. Check on your happy friends.
Yeah. Check on them. So they get there, and Peter is just like, yo, I want to kill him.
Yeah.
He said he was gonna kill Green Goblin. You know what? I don't blame him.
And all that whole scene was very reminiscent to me to the Into the Spider-Verse scene, where Miles' uncle passed away, and he's going through it like the other Peters, and they're just like, we understand more than anybody else out here in the world. We're gonna understand. Because for me, it was my Uncle Ben. And then for Gwen, it was Peter. And then, so it was very reminiscent of that scene.
But I don't think them other Peters or Miles got it as bad as Tom Holland.
Tom has nobody.
Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Yes.
Thought he died, first of all. Second of all, Tony died. He saw Tony die.
Yep.
Then he lost his Aunt May.
Mm-hmm.
That was his only parent.
He lost all of his mentors. All of his foundation. In a way.
Most definitely. All the Peters team up, they do their science thing. Oh, but it was very funny when they were just like, he was like, whoa, that just come out of your wrist, dude?
Which I always thought that was the proper way it would come out.
It's actually not.
I just feel like...
it makes more sense.
I just don't understand. So, okay, you get bit by a spider.
But you don't have any...
But you can just stick to things and you have super strength. So the first thing that comes to your mind is, I'm gonna make webs. Because I got bit by a spider, so I'm gonna make webs.
Oh my god, I never thought about it like that. What crosses my mind?
What makes you do that?
I'm gonna make some webs.
Like, if it actually came out of you, I would see, yeah, okay, it comes out of me, I'm a spider person.
Mm-hmm.
But you just have super strength and you stick to walls. So you're just gonna be like, I'm gonna make webs and call myself Spider-Man.
See, in the animated series, Homie used to be like, oh no, I'm out of web fluid, and just started falling. But like he put on the Venom symbiote in the animated series, and he was just like, oh, like Venom just was shooting stuff out like the top of Homie's, like Venom was just like, yeah, we got this.
This is much better. This is more efficient.
Oh, I guess I don't have to worry about running out of web fluid anymore.
I think that was also a very nice conversation that the three of them had.
Nah, though the funniest parts of the movie are when they are talking to each other.
Yeah. Because Andrew's all like, I love you guys. Andrew looks like he just needed a friend.
But that was messed up. Because he said, I love you guys. They was just like,
thanks.
Just
and
like,
of course, he really needed a friend. It was very evident that he just needed a friend.
He didn't. He needed a win. He needed a win. So, fuck the final fight. I don't care about them villains no more. All I care about is the Spider-Mans being together. But when Zendaya fell off that thing, and then Peter went down there, and then the Goblin glider just come through and knock him off, I was just like...
no, we're not doing this.
But then Andrew...
And I was just like, that's...
They redeemed Andrew?
Oh yeah, they made sure, because he was just like, I'm not trying to web you, no. I'm getting down there, and I'm going to grab you up, and I'm going to catch you.
Bro, he, like
I should have did.
Bro, when he got to the ground, he was just like... He was about to start crying, and she was like, are you okay? He was like, yeah.
Yeah, because he probably, like, just imagine. That's your one person. You can save all these other people, but the one person you couldn't save. He probably went through that scenario so many times in his head of how he should have did it.
And we ain't gonna talk about how she died because I'ma laugh. I'm sorry.
Marlon was right though. He was like, wishing you problems. Andrew's Spider-Man probably did. He's like, nah, if I catch her in the midsection, it's probably gonna snap her neck.
And he learned. He learned from his mistakes.
He did.
Oh my God. Did. So, let me tell y'all. You remember how I told y'all earlier that Peter got his ass whooped? Hey man, the second standoff with Green Goblin. Hey, he gave Green Goblin them uh-ohs, man.
Uh-oh.
He gave Green Goblin them uh-ohs. Mm-hmm. Hey man, he webbed his feet to the ground and was just like, boo, boo, wow. I was like, oh.
I was like, okay, get it out. Let's go.
I was like, okay, Peter, whoop his ass.
And I was so mad because whenever Toby got in there, I'm just like, move your.
No, okay. So after, like, homie was on the ground, Peter just, Tom Holland just whooping his ass. He picked up the glider, y'all. Mm-hmm. Homie picked up the glider.
Yeah.
But here go Toby. He's just like, hey, man, don't do it.
His subpar face.
Subpar face.
Just standing there like, no, we better than this. It was like, So y'all get to kill people, but Tom does.
Hey, man. Hey, wait. Toby ain't killed nobody.
He counts those.
Toby jumped out the way of the glider and it impaled.
He knew what was going to happen.
I mean,
he could have grabbed him up.
I mean, Spidey Sense told him to move. Hey, my fault, Green Goblin ain't got Spidey Sense.
Hell no.
He was like, oh, Spidey Sense, time to move. He was like, oh, you ain't got it? Damn, that sucks.
It's rough, buddy.
Speaking of that's rough, buddy, Toby gets stabbed.
Yeah, but he took it like a boss. He took it like a champ. Like,
Andrew was just like, he's like, I've been stabbed before. What? Toby seems like, I've been stabbed before.
Yeah. He's like, it's good. It's just a part of the job. It's fine.
Oh my God. Oh, that just reminded me of, he was like, I got this back problem.
He's like, oh, the Lord Mitchell.
I can pop that for you.
When I tell you, he just needed a friend. He needed somebody to understand so much.
Bro, like, no one knows he's Spider-Man over there. His best friend. Wait, he didn't have a best friend.
He did. He had Henry, the very moody, emo-centric.
Bro, he wasn't mentioned in the first movie, and then he just like came back from nowhere.
They were
and
friends.
then he just.
Hey, he's like, my best friend died in my arms and it was very sad.
That's what Toby said. Toby said that, which then made Ned be like, "Oh shit."
Which kind of worries me, because we're gonna fast forward. They obviously didn't save everybody.
Wait! How dare you? That's my job.
Okay,
we're gonna fast forward a little bit.
But the multiverse is starting to like collapse in on itself.
Yeah, Doctor Strange is like, I can't hold it
because the Goblin threw a bomb into the box, making the spell.
Oh yeah, it's exploded.
So Doctor Strange trying to fix it, but he's just like, I can't. And so.
And then we start seeing other Spider-Man villains.
Yeah, so Tom was just like, well, just make it stop. Just have the whole world.
You gotta tell them who we saw. You skipping stuff.
I saw silhouettes.
We saw the Rhino.
Okay.
We saw Kraven the Hunter.
Okay.
It was somebody else. I think we saw Scorpion. I think we saw him too. Mm-hmm. But then that's when we get to Peter saying what he said.
Mm-hmm. Just create the spell like we originally planned and have no one remember me. Yeah, that's literally what happened.
He was just like, don't do the original spell. Make a new one and have it so that no one knows who I am. But that man don't even exist. Peter Parker just didn't exist. That man had to, y'all, at the end of the movie, that man got a GED book. He going to get his GED. I don't think there are any records of Peter Parker existing.
I didn't notice your GED book.
Oh yeah, whenever he in the new apartment,
yeah,
it's a GED book with his stuff.
Oh, okay.
So he gonna take his GED and go from there, because it's the spring it's about to be the spring semester, and This man ain't got no home. Well, he got the apartment now. Like, Aunt May gone. That man ain't got no job. Happy don't know who he is, so he can't ask Happy for help.
Mm-hmm. No one remembers him, not even his girlfriend, his best friend, obviously no one. He has no one. He is the saddest Spider-Man.
Okay, he's the saddest Peter Parker. They know who Spider-Man is as a hero, but they don't know who Peter Parker is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just he's been through it. But it was a nice little soft reboot they did though. That was nice. I ain't gonna lie. I like it.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what he's gonna do for money, because technically, I guess he doesn't even have a social security card if they have no record of his birth.
I mean, he might have his social security card and stuff, and be like, "Yo, this is my birth certificate, yo."
Mm-hmm.
He might have that. I don't know how that works.
I'm just very curious, because like, does that mean all pictures of him are erased?
I don't know, man. It's a very interesting thing, man. We'll find out more in the future, most likely.
I mean, and it's magic, and can't they just undo the magic spell?
Well, technically, yes, but wouldn't that fuck up the multiverse again?
I mean, it's technically already gonna get fucked up again.
That's gonna be it for us, y'all.
Thanks for tuning in.
To Luckie² Wind Down.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Ooh, you just like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.
And let us know what this ranks for you amongst the Spider-Man movies. Have a good night.
Have a good conversation.
Cue the music.